Well, ladies and gentlemen, today's episode is brought to you by DraftKings Casino and some of the awesome things they're doing over there with that app. I mean, you can do your slot games, your table games, plenty of options right there on their app. It's a cool concept. It's pretty simple also, man. I'm talking, you play a little blackjack, do whatever you want. That's the dope part about it.
Why waste your gas and go to an actual casino when you just do it on your phone?
Exactly. It makes it that much simpler, my friends. And as we always talk about, when we're going to talk about anything, we have to have a promo code, some type of hookup for you, okay? And with DraftKings Casino, it's the holiday season, so you know they're extra giving. If you use the promo code MOATS when you first sign up, you will receive $2,000 in deposit bonus money. Essentially, you put in $2,000, they'll put in an extra $2,000. You put in $1,000, they'll put in an extra $1,000. Whatever you do up to $2,000 on your initial deposit, and you put that promo code MOATS, and DraftKings Casino will match it. It is a awesome concept. So stop wasting time, download the app, use the promo code, and get an opportunity to make a little money. But what we do know is this though, Deke, sometimes people struggle with, gambling.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might need crisis counseling. Sometimes you might even need referral services, Deke. And you know what I would tell them?
What's that?
If you have a problem, you better call 1-800-GAMBLER. I say 1-800-GAMBLER. I say 1-800-426 2537. We got to talk about the Steelers' playoff chances, baby. So we know this weekend it was a little interesting for us in the AFC North. Obviously, we suffered a defeat on Thursday. We saw the Bengals suffer a defeat on Sunday. We saw the Ravens suffer a defeat on Sunday, but at the hands of the Cleveland Browns. So Cleveland was the only team in the AFC North to win a game over the weekend. So as it currently sits, we have Baltimore sitting at 8-5 now. They're still atop the AFC North. Obviously, we have the Cincinnati Bengals at 7-6. Then you have the Cleveland Browns at 7-6, and us bringing up the rear 6-1.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here, baby? 4 games remaining.
Just went out.
4 games remaining. 2 division opponents. 2 road games. 2 home games. 2 road games. 2 home games.
It's pretty simple to me. You just went out. You take care of business. Now I don't know if that. Here's the problem, because a bunch of these teams will play each other.
Mm-hmm.
I know the Raiders are playing someone, and it's kind of messy. I just feel like if we went out, you're going to give yourself a really good chance to get in.
Yeah.
I don't know what the percentages are, because now we're sitting at 10%, but I think the percentages is based off they think we're going to lose a couple of these games. Because if we went out, I feel like our chances skyrocket probably 90-95%.
Well, because right now, winning out gives us 10 wins. 10 wins gets you in. If you win 3 of the last 4, that'll put you at 9-6-1.
You think it's 100% if we just
I think if we get to 10 wins, yes. 10 wins gets us in. I do feel that way strongly. 9, I think it's 50-50. I think it's a coin flip. Anything less than 9, we don't stand a chance.
Yeah, anything less than 9.
Yeah, you got it.
We screwed ourselves with that tie.
3. Yeah, bare minimum 3. Bare minimum 3 right now is where we're at, though.
Because if we didn't have that tie, dude, 3-1 gets us to 10 then.
Yeah.
3-1 gets us to 10. We could afford a loss.
Because that's my part. I'm like, realistically, it's easy to sit here and say just win out. But at the same time, when I'm being real about it, I'm asking myself, of these 4, how do I potentially see these things playing out? Do I see them splitting? I mean, we know it's tough. It's tough late in the stretch, man, especially having to go on the road. And we don't have probably our easiest opponent might be Baltimore right now, just based on how flawed they are and the question marks surrounding Lamar's health. I know that he dodged the high ankle sprain, so it's more week to week, day to day. But we don't know what that's going to like. And obviously they don't know either. But Cleveland, they're still going to be a formidable opponent. As it's been these past couple of times we played them, even though we feel like we're the better team, it still isn't a gimme game anymore. Tennessee, we're going to find out about them very shortly. Obviously, we'll do our big preview and breakdown of them tomorrow. But that'll be interesting to see them.
I think I'm a little more worried about the Colts related to our playoff chances. Yeah.
But I'm just saying in the sense of the head-to-head matchup. That's what I'm referring to. Not playoff spots, but just the head-to-head matchup. That's going to be a little interesting, in terms of when we break that down. We'll break that down a lot tomorrow. And Kansas City on the road after Christmas, that to me is probably the biggest challenge that we'll face of these remaining 4. Baltimore isn't as scary. Cleveland isn't scary. Like, difficult games to win, but not scary in the sense. Whereas Kansas City, that can look a little overwhelming.
Yeah, we already beat them. And Baltimore, they might miss the playoffs. I don't want to jinx that or anything, but they have a really tough schedule. I actually have all these schedules popping up. You want me to read them off?
Yeah, because Baltimore not only did have a tough schedule, but without Lamar potentially, that changes everything for that group, and they have to win. They can't sit here and lose all 4. They're going to need to win at least 2 of these final 4 as well.
Yeah, especially with us playing against them. So here's their schedule. Here's their schedule coming up. They just lost to Cleveland. They have Packers. AFC North, they play the Bengals. Then the Rams, and then the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really tough games.
Tough. Packers is tough. And their home Packers road for L.A.?
L.A. is at home.
Oh, they lucked up with that one. Okay.
And then they're at home with us.
So they go to Green Bay.
So if they have 3 at home. No. Green Bay's at home.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
See, that still very tough for them. Still very tough, but
depends if Lamar's playing or not.
Though, changes a lot.
Definitely does. That's a tough schedule. That's a tough schedule. Now, and this is what it's so weird to try to predict all this because all these teams are playing against each other. Because the Bengals play the Ravens, but here's the Bengals' remaining schedule right now.
And they're coming off of 2 in a row.
Denver.
They've lost.
So Denver's also in the mix. They play Denver, Baltimore, Kansas City, Cleveland. So another hard schedule down the stretch for
And
Cincinnati.
Cleveland plays them tough. Cleveland got out them the first time.
Colts. Now, I think the Bills actually probably have the easiest schedule.
They do, but they also have the most to lose as well right now because they're 2 games behind in the because they're
at 7. They're at 7 right now.
So
Colts are at 6.
Yeah, they're 2 games behind in the AFC East. Yeah, they're gonna have to win out, but they have a very, very favorable down the stretch. Yeah.
They just had to beat the Patriots.
Yeah,
I mean you want to talk about us with the Chiefs game.
Mm-hmm.
For them, that Patriots game is big because if they lose that, then all of a sudden they have 7 losses.
Yeah,
you can't afford another slip up.
Mm-hmm.
Now with the Colts, they have a tough schedule. They got New England this week.
Yeah. Everybody's playing everybody.
Arizona, then Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be rooting for the Raiders a little bit down the stretch here because they almost bumped themselves out. They're at 6 and 7,
but they're still in the mix.
But they play some of these teams, so we're going to be rooting for Raiders probably.
But what I'm concerned
Colts.
is if the Raiders keep winning, though, could they potentially hop into one of those spots?
Yeah, they got the tiebreaker over us too,
and they're not going to win that division. I feel like Kansas City's going to get that.
No, so they need to win one of them, but then lose another one.
I was like, man,
that's why it gets interesting. Yeah. And then they have Jacksonville to end it. So their next 3 are tough: New England, Arizona, and then Vegas. Did I do Denver?
And did you do Cleveland?
I did not do Denver.
I don't think you did Cleveland either.
Denver, they play the Raiders. Look at this schedule: Cincy, Vegas, Chargers, Kansas City for the Broncos.
I don't see them winning. Cincinnati's probably their best shot, and I don't see them getting that because Cincinnati just dropped 2 in a row, and Cincinnati knows they got to win.
Then week 16, like I said, it'll be interesting. Who are we rooting for? Raiders versus Broncos? I don't know. We'll find out then.
Yeah, depending on what we've done these next. I mean, dude, we're really in a state where, these next 2 weeks could tell us everything.
Let's just win out. Let's just win out. We don't have to worry about this. Kansas City.
Yeah, man.
This is for the Chargers. They play Kansas City week 15, Houston week 16, Denver the 17, and Vegas on week 18. So those are their next 4. Chiefs, Texans, Broncos, Raiders. That's actually a little bit easier.
Well, in the words of Bill Cowher, you guys have made it simple, right?
It's still a couple teams that are in it that they're facing off against, with being Denver and the Raiders. Kansas City, I think they're already locked in, but they could beat the Chargers. That would be a huge help to us. I think the last one is the Browns, right?
Yes.
Their schedule stuff as well. Raiders? Dude, everyone's facing the Raiders.
Raiders legit,
Everyone's facing the Raiders.
The Raiders are a good
Raiders
enough
are the
team
X factor.
That, they can make some noise, man.
Green Bay, and then us, and Cincy. So, bro, let's just win out because I'm telling you, it's going to be messy here. It's going to be really messy. So if we just went out.
Now, do you think we can do it, though?
I do.
Okay.
I do. You're right. Chiefs are going to be the biggest challenge. What defense shows up is the question. Can we get the defense versus the Ravens game? Because I feel like the offense is starting to do something here.
Now, why do you feel like that, though? Off of just the fourth quarter? Because that was the only quarter where the offense really got going like that.
I saw it in the Ravens game. I saw it in the Chargers game. Now, what do we have to do different in the first half? Now, Chargers, the first half, the offense was moving the ball good.
Yeah.
We just didn't fully get the points because we won 4 on the fourth down the one time. I do think the offense is heading in the right direction, though.
Okay.
Cincinnati game, I think a lot of that was on defense, too, just like the Vikings. Now, the offense wasn't perfect. I think that was more we had the miscommunication with Claypool.
Yeah. So then
we were already down.
So
like,
what we'll do is this then. What I ask you is this then. In terms of why you believe the team can do it, if you had to list 3 reasons that make you feel optimistic about this team, why?
Okay.
What would they be?
3 reasons.
Because we know it's easy to just, we got Ben.
For sure.
Right. Well, so what were your 3 things?
I think that's one of my reasons for sure.
Okay.
Got Ben. Proven to do stuff like this in the past.
Okay.
Win games down the stretch, be clutch, whatever it is. A guy you can count on.
So that was 1.
Do I throw Tomlin in too?
Okay.
Getting the troops ready.
Okay. So that'd be your number 2?
Because if I said defense,
I'm just trying to hear from you. I want to hear from the horse's mouth.
If I say defense, we obviously saw the Vikings game. There are question marks on defense for sure. There definitely are. But I think that's why I say Tomlin at 2 is just, you got to turn it around.
Okay.
I think Tomlin, let's trust him to turn it around. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt here. 3. Why
are you thinking so?
Ben and Tomlin, dude. I mean, there's something to be said for that, though.
So we don't have 3 reasons to be optimistic?
They're the leaders of the team. I can name individual players.
Go for it. That works, too. You already did. You named Ben, so you can keep going with that.
I do like how the offense has been playing. I do think the offense is headed in the right direction. So can I say offense as a whole?
Okay. So for me, man,
defense, the running defense is a problem. Like
we ain't got to issues just yet. We'll get to that. But for me, when I think of reasons to be optimistic about the Steelers, I would agree. I would say Ben. Just depending on which version shows up, right? I would say Ben. I also like Najee. I think Najee has been a consistent performer for this offense and ultimately has been the reason that it stays on track through some of the inconsistencies surrounding him. And the last thing that I think I'll be optimistic about is TJ Watt when he's healthy. When TJ is healthy, he balls out. He's an impact player. He's won us games this season. When he's not healthy, but when he's healthy, yes.
Actually, thanks for bringing that up because that is easily my 3rd one. Is health going forward. We see how Akella Witherspoon played.
Yeah.
We get Joe Hayden back, hopefully. TJ Watt, Highsmith back. I think that could be a game changer for us on defense. Now, I know they look bad even with TJ and Highsmith out there in the Vikings game. Hoping it's a wake-up call, man. I really am. Now, we thought it was going to be the Bengals game, but then we played awesome in the Ravens game. So, what is it? We just got to win the next 4. So, it's like put up or shut up time. So, those are my 3. Ben, Tomlin, and then health going forward.
3 reasons to give you concern then.
Offensive line.
Okay.
Defensive line. All right, you just want to...
So don't lie in, like, Lord have mercy. You want to lump them together or make them 2?
Let's just say front 7. Let's just say our rush defense. How about that?
Okay, so O-line 1, front 7 is the second thing, or are you just putting them together?
We'll just say rush defense.
Okay.
Rush defense. Because if TJ and Highsmith are out there, I think we'll get enough pressure whenever someone drops back to pass. But it's going to be like, man, if we can't stop the run, we're just screwed all around then.
True.
3rd one. 3rd concern. 3rd concern. I mean, those are the main 2 for me. Because I feel like with Hayden coming back, Witherspoon keep playing like he is, combine Minka, Edmonds, like our secondary, we fine. Offense, I don't really have much concern outside the offensive line, I don't think.
So you only got 2 concerns for the team then?
I guess you could say Canada.
Okay.
Always good to throw the coordinators in there. Yeah, I'll say Canada and Butler.
Okay.
Scheming something up bad that pisses us off and we don't make adjustments quick enough. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, those are my main 2. It's the offensive line, defensive line, / front 7.
Okay. For me, man, I would say run defense is definitely a big reason for concern. If we can't stop the run, we're going to be in a world of hurt, as we've already seen. Second one, O-line. If we can't protect, we're going to be in a world of hurt. If we can't get movement up front, we'll be in a world of hurt. We have seen that at numerous times throughout this season. And the third thing for me is Ben. which version shows up? Are we going to get the vintage version of Ben where he's lighting it up in these fourth quarters? Or is it, the Ben that shows up in some of these games early where everything looks bad?
I don't think that's on him, though.
Well, that's fine. Yeah. That's why it's, your side and my side. Yeah. So, we're good. Because I do feel like some of it is on him. Definitely is. And even in his past game, it was like, all right, I like it. But it's inconsistency. It's not like he's like that the whole time. And that's why I got him as a good and a bad. Because sometimes he looks great. Sometimes he looks the opposite of great. I just don't know which version I'm getting. But hopefully I get more of the great version than the not great version. That's why he gets to be up on the list twice, though. Yeah.
What's your verdict, then? Are we making the prediction now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Record down the final four. You got to have them 4-0, right?
I have to. I have to. Dude, legit, like, we talk about the Chiefs. You want to say that's like a 50-50 game? Like, we legitimately should be 3-1. So
I agree, but we're not. That's my problem. Yeah.
We go into Kansas City, we win that game. Yeah, it's 4-0. It comes down to one game, in my opinion. We should win Tennessee, Browns, and Ravens. We should win those. And then Chiefs, you want to say 50-50, whatever? All right, let's take our chances with that one. Let's get that win and get to 4-0. I don't think 4-0 is that much of a stretch. Like, we should. I don't
think it is either.
Like I said, we should win those other 3 games.
I just feel like your belief is in this team from like a couple of years ago, where you talk about some of those runs that you mentioned. Bad, right, this team isn't built like that. This O-line isn't built like that. That's the part for me where I'm just like, as much as I want it, and I feel like we've done it in the past, I'm just like, this group, I haven't seen a group like this group before. Like, when we watch this team sometimes, like, think about some of the feelings and emotions that we go through watching them now. Like, in the past,
almost look like a high school team or something.
Yeah, in
like
the past,
first half
it's
of the Minnesota
more like,
game.
Like, in the past, I feel like we had like the emotional highs and lows, but now it's times we're watching the game and it's almost like embarrassment. It's almost like, what team is this? And that's the part where I'm just like, I don't know if I believe it right now. I don't like us coming to this, but man.
What's the record? Now, as much as I will say, the defense has been bad, especially the rush defense. Yeah. That health, that optimistic thing that I have at number 3, I think that could be a big deal for us.
I have them 2-2. I don't want to say best case scenario, but I have them at 2-2, bro.
500, 8-1.
8-81. I can't go 1-3 just because I believe in my guy. He can't have a losing season, but bro, I think we get Baltimore. And I low key,
that's the last game of the season.
I feel like we get Baltimore, and it's either Tennessee or Cleveland. I don't know which of those just yet, because like I said, I haven't started breaking down. Who do we play this week? Is it Tennessee? I'm gonna break them down tomorrow. Yeah. But I just think like one of those two, we're gonna show up big time for one, and I feel like the other one is gonna be a little of a letdown. I don't know which one just yet, but that's in Kansas City after Christmas. I don't like the after Christmas vibe. I just don't know where we're going to be at right now. Because as you see, man, our team is not as mentally strong as in the past. They show up and sometimes they come out a little flat. Sometimes they wait. You just never know with this particular group right here. So that's my only. I'm just like, after Christmas, emotions are high, or could they be low? And you're on the road.
Everyone's too excited about their presence.
Oh man, I didn't get to be home on Christmas. Because you're traveling on the 25th. Yeah, so that's the only thing. I just I feel like 2-2 though, but hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully you're right. Hopefully. I would love for you to be right. Actually, I need you to be right, Deke. I need you to be right.
I think that gets it done though. We go 4-0, and we just look through the schedules of all these other teams. It's like, bro, it's gonna be a mess. Yeah. It's gonna be a mess. So you're right. We get to that'll be 10. That'll be 10-6-1. I think it gets in.
All right.
That might even win the division.
No,
that honestly might win the division.
It legit could, man.
It seriously could.
It legit could.
Bengals being 7-6, Browns 7-6, Ravens at 8-5. But like I said, with the Ravens, I mean, if they even get to 9 wins, that'd be
especially with their current state right now.